Family, what's up? It's time to check in. Hey, on this collective timeline, it's the first, right? It's the midway point of the collective's idea of time. So we are in this and we are dealing with this now. But the most important part is we're in the shift. We're in it. It's taking place every day for everyone. And we're at the height of it right now. So while we're going through this, we're going through a lot of tower moments, right? So I'm excited because the tower moments means that we are shifting, right? We're in the throes of it. And I'm not just talking about like the regular shifts we do, where you kind of going 10, 15 miles an hour, or sometimes we're going 100 miles an hour, and we get there, right? No, this shift is the timeline shift for you to walk into that path that has been calling you for years, right? That has been saying to you, hey, I'm over here, I'm for you. I'm you know what I mean? So as we are going through this collective shift, towers are falling everywhere. Towers are falling around the world. We're hearing wars, about wars, rumors of wars, all these things going on because the towers are falling. So like the way that I saw it visually was like an earthquake. It was like an earthquake, right? So the earthquake was happening and everything was shifting. Some things were falling, some things were not. And so as we, the collective, were looking at these structures, and we noticed that some were not falling and some were, and I literally heard, it's okay, they're all going to fall. So some things just need to be shook a little bit harder, right? That's what I gathered from that vision, that some things just need to be shaken a little harder. Sometimes when you're shaking a tree for fruit, and you can just touch the tree and apples or whatever fruit will start falling off. And then sometimes you just got to shake the crap out of it, to make the apples at the top, some of them that aren't as ready to come down, and then they'll start falling. The harder it shakes, the more it falls, right? So we're all going through these collective tower moments where things are being shaken. Our lives are being shaken because it is time for us to shift. It is time for us to go to the next adventure, so to speak, right? But the message that I received was so profound because we're being asked to stay mentally healthy. We're being asked to embrace this change with love and with compassion, and to know that the universe is taking care of you, that your spirit team is around you, they're talking with you, and they're going to talk you through these moments, because these moments are coming, man. I'm telling you, if you haven't experienced it yet, you're going to. Whereas like you're just going to wake up one day and the tower just goes boom. Right? So don't be shocked. And I talked about this in I think 2 videos ago, and it's been weird because I don't know, I kind of felt like I needed to share these insights, right? But I was told to hold on. And then one day I tried to do a video and it wouldn't even upload, right? Next day I tried to do one, or I'm sorry, 2 or 3 days later I tried to do one. No one could hear it because it had this horrible sound through it. And the next one I did, it cut off. It just literally cut off. I don't know why, but it did. And so I felt that I did not need to remake it, that I needed to upload it, that everything that I needed to say was said, right? But you got to understand, there is a lot of movement going on in our lives, guys. It really is, family. So there is a heaviness that is coming along with these towers, and rightly so, because a lot of us are going to lose things that we were not willing to give up, that we thought we had to have in our lives, and you don't. It's going to look like this for, it's going to look different for different people. But understand, what you're losing is actually you gaining. You cannot receive when your hand is closed. In other words, when you have something that you're holding on to and it's yours, you feel it's yours, you don't want to let it go. But you can't receive what the Most High is bringing to you. You cannot receive the goodness that is coming your way when you're holding on to what you think you think or you feel you need. So universe is coming along, spirit's coming along and saying, nope, doesn't fit the this next chapter of your life. This next chapter of your life, you're meant to win. And those people who are walking with you are not meant to win. Those people that are in your lives that are suckling your energy off of you, that are siphoning away your life force, they are not meant to take that step with you. I'm hearing right now, some of you guys are meant to be millionaires. Millionaires. And the people that is walking your path, or walking the path with you, I should say, are not meant to experience that. They're not meant to have access to those funds. They're not meant to have access to that life because they haven't done the work. Wow, I felt that one. They haven't done the work. They haven't, collective. And because they haven't done the work, their energy is holding you back. Therefore, Spirit had to say, tower moment, right? It's time to call karma on those situations and let the universe deal with it. Let the universal janitors come along and sweep the trash out. Sweep the trash out the house, right? Sweep the trash out of the car. Clean out everything, the closets. Let the universe come in and wash everything clean, right? Because your soul journey is calling for this. This is what you're here for. And I know we get caught up in emotionality. We get caught up in the life. We get caught up in everything that we think we want. But you are here for a purpose. Your soul is here for a purpose. And I like to say, when life gives you lemons, make that lemonade. Make that lemonade. Throw some sugar in it. Make it sweet. Because if you believe lemons to be sour, and you believe that you don't want lemons in your life, right? You want the good fruit. You want the grapes, right? The strawberries, the mangoes. You want that sweet, the sweet fruit, right? But you can take those lemons and you can make lemonade. In other words, you can take something that's sour and you can make it sweet. You are the alchemist. You are the creator in your life. So there's no excuses anymore for not creating. Not creating. You create with your mouth, you create with your thoughts, you create with your actions. And as you are creating your life, these tower moments are going to be falling left and right. But you must keep going on. You got to keep your eyes on the prize. You got to understand where you're going. You got to have a vision. Without a vision, you will perish. You will lose your life. You will lose this very thing that we're holding on to, right? Now it's time to have that faith like a child. It's time to experience life like a child again. To hear that laughter, to feel it, to feel the laughter, y'all. This is where we're at, because as these things are falling, you should have this internal confidence and joy in knowing that if it's falling away from you now, it wasn't meant to be in your life. And I know guys, I know it can be scary. I get it. I get it. Because we've been through so much change. But if you could take the time right now, to overcome that fear or any perceived fear, false evidence appearing real. Thank you, ancestor. Freeman L. Woo. Now, if you could take that time to get over any perceived fears that you may have, to get over anything that you may feel is that will hold you back, potentially hold you back when it comes to any type of emotions. If you could take the time now to get over it, it's going to serve you well. Because now is the time for you to set your course. Because everything's shifting, right? And as people are being taken from one area, put to another, there's a lot of people about to move. There's a lot of divine relationships about to come into being. Like, you're going to finally get together. You're going to finally accept the path that has been laid out for you. And it's a beautiful path. And we were not meant to see it. Some of us were not meant to see it. We were meant to hold a vision of what we thought it would look like, right? And that's good because it got you to the city. Let's put it on this scale. You're driving to a city, right? You know the destination. It got you to the city. But now where are you going in that city? See, now this is where Spirit comes in and says, here's the directions. Here's where you're going. Here's your new home. Here's your new relationship. Here's your new job or career. Here are the things that you have been prepared for. You have been waiting for. Because when life gave you those lemons, you made the lemonade. You made the best out of some tough situations, family. Y'all did. You did it. But now as these things start to shift, do not get caught up in that victim mentality of, I'm losing everything. Here it is again. Nah, we're riding the wave. We're riding the wave. We're riding the wave, right? Some things are lost in the storm because they were not meant to stay, guys. You know what I mean? So find those healthy, creative ways to go through this experience. Don't allow it to pull you down, right? Because you are in the flow of abundance. I promise you, you're in the flow of abundance. And life is just flowing the way it's supposed to. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. I'm going to say that again. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Positively affirm this. I am where I am supposed to be. I am that I am. That's such a positive affirmation. Because you are. Therefore, I am. Just saying. So, it's something that just slipped my mind, y'all. Hold on. It was, gratitude for the lessons. Have gratitude for the lessons that you are going through. That's what I'm trying to say. Have that gratitude. So, I think that's about it for the update right quick. I know I wanted to get that out because the positive abundance is coming. Let the towers fall. Let the towers fall. We're on this collective timeline because this is what the collective has agreed upon. It looks like this. But as more people get into position, more people will awaken. We will start to change this place. We will start to become the very things that we knew we were. Because we are meant to wake up, the collective. We are meant to, or I should say the sleeping collective, the ones who are awake, you are meant to do that. You have a mission. And that mission is so clear now and so evident that you are supposed to be where you are because you are meant to be the light that shines in the darkness. You are meant to be that light, that beacon on a hill that cannot be hid. You cannot hide who you are, y'all. You can't hide it no more. It's the way you talk. It's the way you walk. It's the way you think. It's the way your aura gives off its energy. You cannot hide your greatness. You can't do it anymore. So as you accept who you are and you take this to be just the path, the new chapter, whatever you want to call it, y'all, whatever you want to call it, accept it for what it is and run that way because the shift is shifting. So let's get this shift, right? I love that. I can't remember who said that. Who says that? Somebody has that at the end of their videos, and I can't think. I'm so sorry, whoever that is. But dude's always like, let's get this shift, right? Man, I always laugh at it, but it's real. Let's get this shift. Let's shift this thing because we are here to experience this. We are. And live in harmony. Live in harmony with everyone around you. In gratitude. Live in harmony with it. Because there's no reason to argue. There's no reason to fight. There's no reason to try to stop the towers from falling. There's no reason. Because if they're falling now, like I said, they're meant to fall. The grace has been afforded to you because you have done great work. You have done great inner work. Last thing, do not let what's going on around you or outside of you affect what is going on the inside of you. And just don't do it. Stay who you know you are. And like I said, nobody's perfect. We're all walking this thing out. So let any guilty consciousness go. Let it all go. You know, if you need to make apologies, make your apologies. Do whatever you got to do to make sure that inwardly you are stable, you're grounded, and you're emotionally solid. Because I'm telling you guys, as these things fall. You may not know where you're going to sleep tomorrow. You may not even know like how you going. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. And I'm speaking from experience. I've went through this. We're all going through this collective experience now, right now. So as you're going through it, like I said, don't be bitter, y'all. Just don't. Just accept it. Don't fight it. Allow it. Allow. And once you allow things to be, your life will continue to flow with the abundance that is within you. Right? I love you guys. Live in harmony and bliss. Live in harmony and bliss.